Hi, welcome back. It's so good to see you. I was hoping you'd stop by today. Hello to our new friends. So glad that you're here. I have something special for us to do today. We are going to go back in time. Are you ready? We're going to go back to 1973. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Here we go. This is me. Can you see me? Look at that. I still have the same cheeks. And I still double chin. And I still have the hair. That is me in 1973. And in case you haven't figured it out yet, yes. Are you ready? It's my birthday. Actually, in 2 days, it's my birthday. Grab a piece of cake, grab a chair. Let's go back and see what life was like in 1973. And if you think that life in 1973 was easier, in some ways maybe, some ways not. So, what was going on in 1973? Well, the first big thing in 1973 is that the Vietnam War ended and our soldiers got to come home. Some of them, unfortunately, didn't get to make it home, but we started pulling our troops back home. We also, the price of oil increased, are you ready for this one? 200%. Yes, you heard right, 200%. And this was the beginning of the oil crisis. Let's see. Because of this, during this time, the Alaska oil pipeline bill was passed, where we started getting, more oil from in Alaska, which, has been controversial too. Roe versus Wade happened in 1973. The Yom Kippur War happened in 1973. Yes, 50 years ago, Israel was attacked. Here's an interesting fact. The World Trade Center was completed, and it was the world's tallest building, World Trade Center. And Watergate. And this is when it started. This is when President Nixon made his famous speech, I am not a crook. Or was it, I am not a crook? You let me know in those comments which one it was. So, the world population was 3.9 billion people. Got something on my eye. Excuse me. The average income was around $12,000, and the minimum wage was $1.60 an hour. It's a big difference. A new home cost about $32,500. A new car, $3,200. A gallon of milk was $1.31. A gallon of gas, and I saw different sources, was anywhere between 38 cents a gallon to 40 cents a gallon. Wouldn't that be nice? As you could tell with the oil crisis, this changed pretty quick. A stamp cost 8 cents. Let's see. You could get 8 16-ounce bottles of Coca-Cola. 8. Plus a deposit, depending on where you lived. Are you ready for this? For 79 cents. For 8. That's a huge difference. A dozen of eggs was 69 cents. Ice cream was 79 cents for a half a gallon. Macaroni noodles, since we're getting ready up to Thanksgiving here, was 25 cents for 1 pound. Oreos, and this was a 19-ounce package, 59 cents. And potatoes, for a 10-pound bag of potatoes, was 89 cents. That was different. That was very, very different. And like I said, because of that oil crisis, these prices changed very quickly. The most popular TV shows that everyone watched was All in the Family, The Waltons, Sanford and Son, of course MASH, and Hawaii Five-0. The movies that people watched, the number one movie was The Sting, number 2, The Exorcist, and number 3, American Graffiti. Another interesting film that was made is Charlotte's Web, was made in 1973. In the sports world, let me make sure I look at this right. The Miami Dolphins won the Super Bowl. That would be Super Bowl VII. The Oakland Athletics won the World Series, and the New York Knicks won the NBA Finals. And got a few other things. It doesn't want to turn. There we go. Papers don't want to turn today. Okay. Music. The number one hit was Tie a Yellow Ribbon. And the album, the number one album, are you ready for this one? The Dark Side of the Moon by Pink Floyd. One of the famous people that died that year was Bruce Lee. A book that was written was The Princess Bride. And popular Christmas gifts. Now, I was born November the 18th, so that's when you're thinking about Christmas. So you're ready for thinking about Christmas here. Anti-Monopoly. Give me a thumbs up if you know what that is. I've never heard of that one. I didn't care. I just wanted a bottle. You could get a Raleigh chopper bike. Dungeons and Dragons. Pinty, which I actually have that game. And Shrinky Dinks. Those were the most popular toys. And, of course, foods. Everybody loves foods. Hamburger Helper was very popular back then. Jell-O salads were also very popular, and I remember my mother making those in the 70s. And, of course, what is life without SpaghettiOs? You know, SpaghettiOs. Gotta have that one. So, that is a flashback to 1973. So, tell me, do you think that 1973 was a better year? Do you think things were better? Like I said, the oil crisis was coming. So, things were going to change. I wouldn't, count on those prices lasting forever. But, in case you're kind of wondering, what does the Lord say? In Proverbs 3, 5, and 6, he tells us to trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not unto your understanding. In all of your ways acknowledge him, and he will make your path straight. So it doesn't matter. We live in a crazy world right now. We're going through crazy things. People probably thought that in 1973 too. But it's okay, because if we trust in the Lord, he will make our path straight. So, if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so you can come back and join me. We got Christmas stuff coming up. Please come back. We've got to do some decorating and some planning. We got to have some fun. So, grab your piece of cake and we'll celebrate my birthday. Are you ready for this? This is a chocolate Reese cake. There it is. That's very good. That's a good cake if you can get one of those. So, 50 years ago. Doesn't seem that long ago, but it was 50 years ago. 50 years ago, I looked like this. Now I don't. But that's okay, because the next 50 years are going to be even better. So please, again, come back. I look forward to seeing you again. Have a great day. I love you. Bye.